Hey, what's up guys? This is Tarek, and this one is going to hurt. Let's go. Okay, this is stage 4 of the Zwift Race Like a Pro, and this one is taken in Watopia. One of the most important things in a race is the start of that race, because you want to position yourself with a front pack, and that requires a lot of power to start with. So you might want to get out of the saddle, and actually right before that timer gets to 0, you want to be spinning that, you want to be producing that power. So as soon as it hits 0, you can just surge with the group and position yourself with the front pack. Otherwise, you might end up with a lower pack, or a minute later pack, or you might just end up alone and suffer throughout the whole race. So this one is the 3. All right, trying to talk here. This one's going to be a little hilly, and it's taking place in Watopia, the 3 Little Sister route, which is a custom route, and it's 18.13 mile in length, or 29.19 kilometer. And as you see, the kit that we're wearing today is the Movie Star team kit. By the way, you do not unlock these team kits. These team kits are reserved for the pros who race with that team. So this is a custom distance route, and it's going to take us over the hilly Titan Groove KOMs, and then finishing at the Volcano climb. So, going to be quite a few climb sections. That's going to break up the group a little bit. So I'm not going to benefit from the draft as much, but try to stay with them as much as possible. Stage 4 is the latest stage in this tour for the month of December. These 2 guys in the front, they might be trying to make a breakaway, but I'm going to make a decision not to chase anybody today, so I don't make the mistakes I made the last 2 races. You want to use that right leaderboard, or I mean Zwifters nearby menu, to see what everyone is doing. So anybody, you can keep your eyes on that watt per kilogram to see if anybody is trying to make a surge, trying to attack or catch up to you. Just give you a better idea of what's going on around you. Just something that you do not have when you're racing outside. We're catching up to these guys. I need to turn that fan on. Well, it is on, but I need to turn up that power. It's getting hot in here. So a lot of people ask about the storm that we got last weekend during Christmas. It was one heck of a storm. I live in the Northeast, and the wind, I think between 6 and 7 o'clock in the morning, the temperature dropped 40 degrees. The wind was extremely high, and the temperature just reached a ridiculous level. It was like in the 40s Fahrenheit in the morning, around 6 in the morning, and by 7 it was like 10, 5, it just kept dropping. I think the lowest it got without the wind chill was -9. We didn't get a lot of snow. We got about 2 or 3 inches, I think. I don't have the exact numbers in front of me, but the wind gust kept blowing that snow everywhere. It just made it difficult to keep the roads clean and the salt to be effective because of the freezing temperature. It takes tremendous concentration to race in Zwift, because you take your eyes off the group, you can lose that draft and you lose them, and then you can just have burn a lot of matches trying to catch up to everyone, and it just gotta keep your eyes on it. Keep your eyes on it. So a little bit of context of what happened in stage 3. I decided to take a breakaway around with 3 miles left. My mind was telling me to go, but my leg said, hell no. So they ended up catching up to me. And when that happened, at some point during that period, as we get closer to the finish, I think there's less than a mile left, I was saying with the front group, I still had a chance to sprint and take top 5, maybe win the race, I don't know. But what happened, somehow my left thumb press downshifted on the Stages bike that I was using, which I'm using today as well. Downshifted me to the small ring, and you can see my cadence was going up, but my watts were not at the appropriate watts that I wanted to get to stay with the group. and make another surge. See, these guys must know me. Like, this guy's gonna just pull us all. No, I'm not. You guys go ahead. My goal today is to lick the food out of everyone's plate before I start with mine. That is what I'm going to do. I hope everyone had a good Christmas weekend. Had a good one, spent it with the family. And we just try to stay indoors as much as possible. It was just way too cold. I did go outside for a little bit to shovel. Me and my wife, she had the great idea of taking a little walk just to see how it is. And we did. I think we lasted about 5 minutes before we ran back inside. Then I had to go outside to just shovel some areas on the driveway. And I had a big, thick jacket on and basically covered everything except a little area in my forehead wasn't covered. And I just had a sharp, sharp headache the whole day. Into the next day, that next day, I was just out the whole day. All I wanted to do is just sleep, sleep, sleep. So I don't know if it's just the drop in pressure and the atmospheric pressure, or maybe an outside had some effect on that. I have two guys leading there. We're gonna catch up to them. I'm not worried about them right now. So this camera that I'm using has a 30-minute limit. I don't know if I can change it. I really haven't looked into the setting menu to see if I can change that, but it will turn off recording after 30 minutes. So there might be a little bit of interruption until I realize. I did put a timer here to remind me to look 30 minutes later to make sure that it's still recording. So hopefully I'll catch it in time and restart the camera. So you just got to keep your eyes on this group. As soon as you take your eyes off of them, you lose. You can just get dropped. Just like, oh, it just almost happened to me. So I had to put a little bit more watts to just catch up. Maybe too much watts. And these rollers, this is where a good trainer response is very important. Especially in a race like this. Might not be that important if you're just riding, but in a race like that you want to feel those gradient changes because you want to be in the right gear and you want that gear to kick in. Like I start switching to harder gear right before I crest each climb or crest each roller, just so I can have power to take me down. All right, hit level 53. Still a little surge here. Stay with the group. Now don't freak out if you get dropped. Sometimes it just takes some extra watts to get you there. Not a lot. Just don't get dropped back way too far. Just like in group rides, real group rides, outside. You know, as a triathlete, I always trained by myself. And one of the training years, I just decided to join group rides with cyclists in my area. So I inquired about a group, and I asked my coach, "Hey coach, which group should I go with? They have A's, B's, and C's, B minus. He'd like, go with the A's." I was like, okay. I had no idea. Hold on. I gotta catch up with these guys. I don't like what's happening here. Getting dizzy, all these rollers. So anyway, I go join the group rides, join the A group, really strong cyclist. And I have no idea how to ride in a group. At the time, and coming from a triathlete background, like, I gotta keep a draft zone. And all I did, first 5 minutes of the race, just trying to catch up with them. Couldn't keep up, then caught up with the B's and stayed with them. But then, the week after that, I'm like, okay, I gotta stay on their wheels. That's the trick. Take a lot more concentration. And that did it. That was years ago. I was a lot skinnier. A lot stronger. That's better fitness overall. I did virtual reality boxing. Oh my God. I was out. That thing is hard. I was sweating. Woke up the next morning extremely sore. I'm still sore. The whole upper body just hurt. Even though nobody was boxing or actually hitting me, and I wasn't hitting physically, like hitting someone. That was fun though. I'm gonna stop the camera now and restart it again just in case. The start of the climb is not too bad. It's right, it gets harder towards the end. Gotta make a decision here when I should go. Just gotta stay in the front. 2 miles way too far. Things starting to hurt. Just remember, if you're hurting, everyone else is also hurting. One mile. Trying to evaluate everyone's power. They're dropping off of me. That's what they're doing. I think I'm gonna have to make a move soon. Well, that was fun. I really thought I had it this time, but I probably should have made that move a little bit sooner than I did. And that guy who won the race had a lot left in his legs, so kudos to him. And the one thing I learned doing these races is winning a Zwift race is not an easy thing, so kudos to anybody who's able to do that. And but that was a lot of fun and really enjoyed it. This was my first time doing a series like this and just taking Zwift racing a little bit more seriously. So that was a lot of fun and I really enjoyed it, and it's just good to mix things up in indoor training. So thank you guys for joining me in this journey, and thank you all for the comments and feedback. I really appreciated it all. And if you're still watching and haven't subscribed yet, then you know what to do. And if you just take a quick second to hit that like button, it helps the video and the channel quite a bit, and I really appreciate it. Hope you guys have a good new year, and I will see you in 2023. Peace.